Setting up for side plank position, elbow under shoulder, wrist in front of elbow, fists on the floor. And then stacking one foot in front of the other, push into the inner and outer arch of your feet, come into your side plank. Starting with your fist towards your chest. You're gonna push that left fist forward in front of the shoulder. Swing that left arm back and over the head, and then pull that left arm down. And then reverse. So you're pushing, swing that left arm back and around, and then pull it in. Continue moving here. Push, swing, pull. Push all the way back. Come to lie on your back. Bring your arms out at 45 degrees, palms face up to the ceiling, and just pick those knees up off the floor, feet up off the floor. And then from here, you're gonna slowly let your legs come over to the left. Use your core. Lift those knees back up through to center, and then to the other side, maintaining control as you move the body. Belly button in, lift those knees back up, and then to the other side. To come out, just place your feet onto the floor and breathe. Starting in a tabletop position, knees under hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Walk the hands forward first, and then over to the right. Reaching that left hand forward, you're trying to push your left hip towards that left heel, getting a nice stretch to the left of the body, back of the neck is long. And then walk back through center, place your hands underneath the shoulders, and find a nice stretch for the wrist. So coming onto the back of that right hand, stretching through the wrist here, and then changing, coming onto the other hand, getting a nice stretch into the wrist here, coming back to flat hands, and then we'll do the other side. Walk the hands forward, walk the hands to the left, push that right hip back as you reach that right hand forward, getting a nice stretch into that whole right body. To come out, lift your head, walk your hands back through center, hands under shoulders, coming back to neutral, continuing here. Starting with your feet hip distance apart, hands onto the quads, bend into those knees. As you extend the legs, the hips move back, the legs straighten, and the chest reaches forward. Nice long spine, feel the stretch into the backs of the legs, and then go again. Bend into those knees, leave your hands where they are, push your hands into the legs, straighten the legs, lengthen the chest forward, bring the weight into the heels. Feel the stretch. Your trainer will determine the pace of the movement. Getting a nice stretch into those hammies. Let's start in that athletic stance. Left foot forward, right leg back, bring those arms out in front. You're gonna drive that knee up and then add a little kick. So it starts with a knee and then a kick. And kick. Just a little tap back. Your weight is on that front foot. You're using your core. Breath. Exhale on the kick. Keep moving. Starting with those feet wider than hip distance apart. Micro bend into the knees, tilt forward at the pelvis, reaching those arms in front of you, shoulder width apart, palms face one another. Reach that right arm up to shoulder height. As it comes down, the left arm is gonna lift up. Keep the spine long and the core engaged. Eyes are forward. Starting with your feet in neutral position, reach those arms out in front of you about 45 degrees up away from your legs. You're gonna jump into a sumo squat, bending at the knees and the hips, jumping right back and right back into it. We're moving our body from left to right as we lunge the body, finding a little jump squat in the middle. Let's go. We're gonna start with our feet just wider than hip distance apart. You're gonna reach those arms out in front. So let's start with that little squat. Lunge, leading with the left foot, turning your body to the right. And now come back to center, and now leading with the right leg, move to the left. Back to center, a little jump. And now the other way, moving with the right leg. Back to center, left leg, a little jump. Starting with your feet in neutral position, bring out those Russian arms. We're gonna lift the right leg and then rotate towards that lifted leg. Come back to neutral, change. Pick up the other leg, twist towards it, come back to neutral. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Breathing, exhale on exertion. Starting in your 4-point position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, pick those knees up off the floor. We're gonna lift the left leg and the left arm up at the same time, keeping the bend in the knee and the elbow. And now try the other side. Opening the hips and shoulders to the side. Transferring the weight from one side of the body to the other.